Alright, so let's set the scene. Me and two of my friends are sitting around the kitchen table. I'm the stick figure in the center there. So my friend on the left starts talking about her family trip to Mexico from a while back. She went on talking about how they were staying at this resort and eventually brought up the subject of coyotes. Now, both me and my other friend were confused on what she was talking about. I had just assumed that she was absolutely butchering the pronunciation of coyote. But she insisted that there was this animal at the resort called a coati that she remembers very vividly. There may be some people out there that know exactly what animal she was talking about, but me and my other friend, we were at a complete loss. Then she began to describe them, saying that they had striped tails and a raccoon-like face. Now, I'm awful at drawing, by the way, so that's the best drawing of a megaphone you're going to get. But anyways, she continued with her description, saying that they walked on four legs, but would also jump around and go up on their hind legs to try to steal people's food. So my immediate thought was that she must be describing some sort of lemur. The ringing tail, the black spots around their eyes, the jumping and walking. But as it turns out, I was wrong. No, they are coyotes. So after a lot of confusion and attempts to find out what this animal was, we ultimately decided that we should try searching it up. I mean, that's a pretty obvious option. I'm not sure why we didn't do that much earlier in the conversation. So because none of us had any idea how to spell coyote at the time, my friend looked up Mexican raccoon to see what would pop up. And while there were some images of actual raccoons, there were also these pictures of slightly odd-looking animals. She was like, that's it. And so we found the coyotes. Turns out they were real after all. But as we began to look through the images, we found that these coyotes looked pretty different in each picture. I mean, she was not lying when she said they looked like a mixture of different animals earlier on. And so, let me do you the favor of showing you these little creatures. So here's kind of like your generic coyote, your average one. It's got the striped tail, the face that sort of resembles a raccoon or maybe even a badger. And it has climbed up on some sort of rock or boulder or something. Kind of looks artificial, I don't know, maybe it's at a zoo. Then you have this guy over here, and don't try to lie to me and say this coyote doesn't look a good amount different from the other one. I mean, this is some warthog anteater type thing. That lemur raccoon look is starting to diminish here. And then here's a side angle of another one with a kind of hooked nose like the previous one. Don't tell me this doesn't give off some anteater vibes. I mean, just a little bit. Come on. Oh, but then what about this guy? I mean, that's a bear. That's a full-on bear. I don't care what anyone says, that's a bear. The rounded ears, the dark brown face with the tannish snout, and then of course you have the fluffy bearish legs and body. That's what I would call a miniature black grizzly bear. Yes. So you go from anteaters and bears to some Timon meerkats up in here. I mean, they're huddled up in a group, tails up, watching out for some lions or something. These are some monkey meerkats, if I've ever seen one. I feel like the coyote adaptation is just resembling other species. It's gotta be. But wait! Pumbaa is here too, because this is a literal baby pig. I mean, look at the schnoz on that thing. The face shape and everything just screams pig. We got full-fledged Timon and Pumbaa, we got brother bear, we got anteaters, we have it all, ladies and gentlemen. Coyotes, the shapeshifters of the animal kingdom. Forget chameleons, forget octopi. These legends, the coyotes, they are the true shapeshifters. But there's more. We got this outcast over here trying to be a red panda. He got that orange-reddish coloring, the white around the eyes and the nose, the small ears, the resting on a tree. He's just chilling. He's living his best life as a red panda. Honestly, probably one of the coolest looking coyotes I've seen yet. These guys really come in a lot of forms. I honestly wish they could be pets, but then I think I'd be messing with the forces of nature because there are definitely some, fragments of godliness put into these animals to make them so amazing. Oh, but there's one more. There's one more form that coyotes can take, and really, it may be the best form of them all. Lads and lassies, dogs and cats, we have the demented walrus seal coyote. Oh yes, I'm even getting hints of elephant in there, because that snout is a big one. You got the lack of ears, the walrus teeth, and that beautiful expression. The whiskers, the long elephant trunk, this pal may be the most complex shapeshifter of all. I doubt that many other coyotes can pull this off. That is nothing short of a masterpiece. But yeah, that was pretty much how the conversation went. I mean, I added a few of my own touches in there, but we were all pretty amazed by just how many different animals coyotes could look like. I mean, that is one animal I'm not going to forget. And I hope that maybe, just maybe, a few of you out there, if there even are any, were enlightened by the knowledge of the Coati and its many, many great forms.